Update to a story that was breaking at noon as one person is now dead after falling an estimated 60 feet at a construction site in downtown Wichita. Crews called to the side of the Biomed building just after 11 o'clock this morning. That worker was taken to the hospital after falling from scaffolding. He was an employee for Midwest Drywall. The company says the site has been secured, work temporarily suspended right now while that incident is reviewed.